Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel of Charles Morris, and the last video that I made was, well, it was a little short video on, about people who, it was about people who, basically rich people who, when they're so rich of, all the money that they make and that stuff, then that just, that money is the only thing that just becomes their friend, and then they just, treat everybody else like complete garbage, and it's one of the things that just, like, literally disgusts me. I mean, it really does. And this is just one of the videos that I just want to take and actually explain stuff here. Now, the, Doja Cat person that I was talking about, well, that probably just could have been like a meme that was made by, Fly Soldier, and, Fly Soldier is, one of the Island Boy members who went, live on TikTok, and, Doja Cat just, ends up, going on, one of this Island Boy member's live accidentally, and she says, "How do I get you off of live?" And she starts laughing, and apparently, Fly Soldier is, very, offended by all this stuff, and eventually, what happens is, it gets, even more, it gets even more bad, to the point where he actually becomes pretty angered, and, Doja Cat isn't wanting to be on this Island Boys, TikTok live. And eventually she just makes she says a bunch of stuff that, Fly Soldier is just, completely, offended at what Doja Cat is saying, and, it's bad, but, that's not what I really want to be talking about. I mean, rappers make a bunch of money and that stuff. Now, I think Fly Soldier really wanted to, just try to, go live so he could just, make a bunch of that money that would be rappers' so-called friend, because rappers are, filthy, stinking rich, people that just don't even give a care of how bad they, treat people. Now, I could just take a guess here. Fly Soldier didn't treat, Doja Cat the right way because of how much money this, rapper was making. Now, I don't even know if Fly Soldier is, a billionaire or a, if he's, you know, a billionaire or a quadrillionaire, you know, like whatever the case is. I mean, depending on how much money people make, depending on how rich they are, it doesn't matter, millionaire, billionaire, or quadrillionaire. If they're making a bunch of money and that stuff, then basically they're not even going to give a care about, you know, how bad they treat people like garbage. I mean, that's just the truth right there. I mean, whenever they make a bunch of money and that stuff, then that's how they're going to continue to, you know, continue to, try to push people on an edge. And, you know, try to, just try to do whatever they can to, you know, treat anybody that they come into contact with, like, you know, complete garbage. I mean, that's basically what rich people do. Now, there's another, another thing that is going on, and I looked at this on the news, and, I think, Soulja Boy wants to, open up his own media platform after slamming, or, excuse me for the sudden cough, but, Soulja Boy wants to, try to open up his own social media platform, and I think this is another one of the ways that he's going to continue to make his, you know, the money that he so wants. That Soulja Boy is, another one of those, I would believe, rich people, these stinking rich rappers. I mean, look at all the stuff Soulja Boy did. I mean, Soulja Boy is trying to sell all his Soulja Boy, like his Soulja Boy, gaming consoles, and he has also, tried to, now I watched, one of the, Review Tech USA's, Soulja Boy has, tried to claim himself that he had been, CEO of Atari. Now, I would imagine that this would, actually try to, you know, he would think this be trying to make him look like that he's on top of the world because of, I think it's just that he's just trying to make himself look better than everybody else because of how much money he's making and that stuff. He says, "Hey everybody, guess what? I'm CEO of Atari." When clearly he's not. I mean, the purpose of that video was he was just trying to make himself look, like he's, I would guess, king of the world, or, you know, like that stuff. I mean, I know the attitudes of most rappers, and most of them know how to treat people like complete trash. And I think Soulja Boy just has that kind of a, motive to just, you know, just make a bunch of, you know, drama for people. Like, you know, just go make videos and, you know, claim that he is, like, CEO of Atari, or if I can make this up, like, you know, CEO of Sega, or, you know, CEO of something, or whatever, and that stuff. And people just call him out, and they just say it like it is. Like, Soulja Boy's not the CEO of Sega. Soulja Boy's not the CEO of Atari. Soulja Boy's not the CEO of anything. I mean, and he just does all this stuff, and, you know, when he gets called out, it's just making himself look stupid. And then, you know, what people do, they just have, like, a big meltdown, and they just, you know, they just get angry, and then they just try to, like, you know, I would assume, just try to pile garbage on other people who just call them out on this stuff. I mean, really, it just disgusts me so much how... It disgusts me so much how people just treat other people like pieces of garbage, like filthy, stinking rich people, and, you know, all this just... It's just, you know, I understand the attitude of rich people, and it sucks. But rich people don't care how bad they treat people like garbage. Like I said, money is the only thing that rich people just care about. Money is their only friend. And so, that's what rich people care about. It's only money. Money is their only friend, and nobody else matters to them. Nobody else matters to them. And the more rich people continue treating people like trash, the more rich people are not going to be, able to enjoy life. If you just want to make yourself look good and, you know, like nobody else because of how much money you make, whether you're a billionaire or if you're a millionaire or a quadrillionaire, or now I don't even know if this is an actual word, or like, I don't know if gazillionaires are even real, but depending on how much money you make, depending on how rich you are, like, depending on how many rich people are out there, you know, most rich people are going to treat people like absolute pieces of garbage, because that's what most rich people do. Now, not all rich people treat people like pieces of garbage. There are actually rich people out there that make a bunch of money and that stuff. And some of them know how to treat people the right way. And some of them don't, even though they make a bunch of money, don't go out there and just treat people like complete garbage. They know how to treat, some rich people know how to treat people right. Some rich people know how to treat people the right way. And some rich people don't have the attitude that, oh, money is the only thing I need. Money is the only thing that I need to live off of. Money is the only thing that I care about. Nobody else matters to me. I mean, that's not the attitude of some rich people. But, you know, most rich people have that kind of attitude. And I could tell you, Soulja Boy, Doja Cat, and maybe even Fly Soulja, even though that they may be filthy stinking rich rappers or whatever and that stuff, those kind of people would probably go on and treat people like complete garbage. Because Soulja Boy, Fly Soulja, and Doja Cat, even though they make a bunch of money and they're rich and whatever and that stuff, then they pretty much don't even care about how bad they treat people. I mean, Soulja Boy service is pretty crappy, and I think people even know that. And I know Soulja Boy likes to try to do all this stuff just to get himself that cash, and, you know, it just sickens me how far rich people would actually go to try to, you know, do some kind of, like, shady business just to try to make themselves look good, or, you know, just try to do, like, some kind of, to do something to make themselves look like they're something big. I mean, it's just disgusting. It just sickens me how much rich people treat people like garbage. And Soulja Boy and Fly Soulja, the Island Boys member, and Doja Cat, even though these people make like a bunch of money and they're rich, they're always going to continue to treat people like complete garbage, because that's what rich people are known to do. Not all rich people treat people like garbage. Some rich people do treat people like garbage. There are some that don't. It depends on the person. It depends on what kind of person they are. And it depends on what kind of heart they have for people. It depends on that. It depends on a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Doja Cat made Fly Soulja pretty furious when she said that, "How do I get you off of live?" When Doja Cat accidentally joined one of his, when Doja Cat accidentally went on one of Fly Soulja's TikTok lives. One of the Island Boys members. She said, "How do I get you off of live?" And this started getting pretty offensive to Fly Soulja, because Doja Boy was laughing, or Doja Cat, excuse me. Doja Cat wanted to get off of live, and she was laughing, "How do I get you off of live?" This became a little offensive to Fly Soulja, and eventually he got super offended, where he became angry at Doja Cat. And from what I have read, now I've read all of this on Revolt. I've heard that, revolt will resolve. The source that I read that from, Fly Soldier became very furious at Doja Cat toward the end of one of his TikTok live streams, and he became very furious with Doja Cat. And this is the attitude that rich people have. I imagine Fly Soldier went live to get himself more views and, you know, make more money. And even though I imagine famous people like Fly Soldier would probably would pretty much treat people like complete garbage and that stuff, and you know, like, I don't want to be around famous people like that. And you know, famous people like Ariana Grande like would continue to treat people like garbage because Ariana Grande is popular, and Ariana Grande loves treating people like complete garbage because she's just so famous, and she probably makes a lot of money too. And this video this is John Morris. Have a good day. I'll see you on my next video. And you know, rich people so disgust me because they're always going to do at least something to treat people like, they're always going to do something to treat people like absolute garbage because of how much money they make. Millionaire, billionaire, quadrillionaire, you name it. These kind of people, these rich people, treat people like complete garbage because that's what they're known for. And famous people like Ariana Grande, Doja Cat, Fly Soldier, Soulja Boy, these kind of people just disgust me. Because rich people treat people like garbage, and it just becomes like too much, where you just want to avoid these people as much as possible. This is one of the videos that I wanted to be discussing about rich people, and I hope that this is, you know, caught people's attention. Now, the whole shady business with Soulja Boy and all this stuff that you hear, you'll probably hear more about what Soulja Boy is trying to do with his making himself look better than other people and that stuff. I'm sure you'll hear about more of that in the future. And most people will do anything to get themselves that money bad, just so they could just get themselves more filthy, stinking rich. They don't care. They're gonna do it. And when they get called out for something that didn't happen to them or for them, they go and they treat people like complete garbage. And that's what I wanted to address on this video. This is John Morris. Have a good day. I will see you on my next video.